Hi everybody, my name is Amanda. Today's example is going to be a basic string variable example. If you already know what this is not going to benefit you. However, let's go ahead and run the program so you can see what it does. It's going to go ahead and ask me what my name is. My name is Amanda Cummings. It's going to display my name. However, if you don't use strings correctly, you can encounter problems, and that's what we're going to discuss for beginners. And hopefully this information helps you today. Let's go ahead and start the program over. At first, I'm going to use my include IO stream, my input and output stream. Instead of using std namespace, I'm going to use std cin, using std cout, and using std endl. For my string data type, in order for me to have access to the string, I need to access this string library. And I included it. So I'm also going to include string with the scope resolution operator up here. What this allows me to do is it prevents me from having to rewrite std string or std scope resolution operator string in my main program over and over. Otherwise, I'd have to redo it. So for example, I'll just go ahead and take that out for right now. So if I said string name, as you can see, I get squiggly lines. Oh no, it's undefined. It's undefined because I need to use it up here. If I don't use it up here, then I would, every single time I declare a string variable, it would have to have the std. So it would have to have the std scope resolution operator string, which is the data type, followed by the name of the variable. As you can see, again, if I go ahead and remove it now, I'm not going to get squiggly lines underneath that string because it's declared. However, I would have to declare that every single time if I wanted to use a string. Save me some time. I can just go ahead and save it up here so that way I don't have to do that. And to me, the code is more clean. However, again, style preference. So this is what we call a string variable. It is a local string variable. If you wanted to go ahead and hard code a string in here, you could do my name is Amanda Cummings. What this is going to do, so a string is going to be anything inside of these quotes here. So a string name is assigned Amanda Cummings. As you can see, if I remove a quote here, it no longer works. That's what we call, again, the syntax of the program. If we add back the quotes, it will work. This does work for numbers as well. However, it's more for displaying information. If you want to use a number, you can certainly use strings. Just keep in mind that they do have to be in quotes. For example, if I wanted to assign a number as a string, I couldn't use this because this is not a string data type. This is what we would call an integer, a whole number. However, if I wanted to make it a string, I can just put it in quotes and it would display as the number 5 as a string. As we can see in our example, so as I have my cout, my name, and endl to make it pretty, cout number, endl make it pretty. I have Amanda Cummings in 5. I could go ahead and change these. So first I'm going to say string ask username. So I'll go ahead and type that out again. String ask username. Cout. What is your name? We're wanting to get a name from a user. I'll go ahead and show you CN for this. You don't want to use this, but I'll go ahead and show you anyway. And then ask username. Endel, make it pretty. So before we show the output of this, I'm going to explain what the cout statement is. Again, a cout statement with quotes, this is going to be called a string literal. And it's anything inside of quotes with a cout statement. And again, these are something for you to look up. It's called an extreme insertion operator. Let's go ahead and run the program. What is your name? I'll show you now why CN is not a good choice for this. What is your name? My name is Amanda Cummings. It completely cut off my last name. And now it says your name is Amanda. Now I'll show you why this is an additional bad feature. Because if you wanted to get somebody's full name, you can use getLine instead. Ask username too, because I'm going to change it. Make sure the name is changed. Run my program again. What is your name? Amanda Cummings. What is your name? Amanda Cummings. As you can see, it didn't ask me for my name again. It just said Amanda Cummings, and it displayed the information. This is because of the CN. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Now, anytime that I ask for a name, it's not going to mess with my code. Your name is Amanda Cummings. For when I ask it again, your name is Amanda. Your name is Amanda. Your name is... My name is whatever. Then my name is blah, blah, blah. See, it's grabbing whatever now. Getline is essentially storing. So these are my comments. Again, if you're not familiar, I should have said that in the beginning of the video. I'm sorry. If you're not familiar with comments, C++ will ignore any of these comments. It has to be in this format in order for it to be comment. As you can see, it turns green. That lets me know that it's a comment. But going back to memory. So essentially, as you can see up here, string name is assigned to Amanda Cummings. Some people say a string name equals Amanda Cummings. That's not the case. It's assigned Amanda Cummings. Getline is essentially kind of the same thing, except for your getline, but your CN is pretty much taking your ask username to, and then storing it inside of your string data type using the stream extraction operator. I created some terms to look up for beginners in level of importance. So look up how to name variables correctly in C++. Learn what the assignment operator is. It's not the equal sign. Don't call it the equal sign. Programmers will get mad at you. Learn a little bit about the syntax of C++. You don't necessarily have to know the entire syntax of the program. However, you have to understand what that means. Preprocessor directives, you don't have to know every single one. Just know that you're going to need one for each program. You're going to need to know what a stream insertion operator is, as well as a stream extraction operator, and when they're going to be used, not just what they look like. So these are things to keep in mind. I will be posting these to my GitHub. I've been slowly creating that. I will post a link to that below, as well as additional links, as always, for Visual Studio Code and Ubuntu links. and any notes that I feel like I missed from my video. Again, feel free to subscribe and share with friends. And I hope that you enjoyed this content, and I hope that it helps. Thanks.